Here is what is my Panasonic television counterpart, remote control, Chinese counterpart of course, and this is not working. Problem is with this remote, batteries, I just checked, batteries were okay, but this remote was not working, so I just opened it. Actually the opening is a little bit difficult for these things because they are just packed with hinges and latches and locks. So just I opened it and looking at the circuit board. These are actually simple circuit boards. You can see one capacitor IC and these connectors, and of course one LED, which is the IR LED, and here is the keypad. These very much simple boards, just few components. If they went bad, because normally the ICs are not going bad because they are not having such power so that they will become bad. Instead there are some loose connections or something like this is coming. So we are going to look at the board for loose connections. As we were wiggling this capacitor, you can see it seems good, it's perfect. We are wiggling to this spring, which is of course the negative side of the battery. This seems good, and the other side I have to wiggle, and it also seems good, not bad, it's perfect. Now is the LED, I just have to wiggle it, and if you are able to notice on the camera, this side of the leg is wiggling. You can see just it is loose, it's loose. What it is loose is, this is actually broken from the very much close to the soldering joint. This PCB trace has been broken, so we are going to repair this trace, and for this purpose we are using our soldering iron, and of course one small wire we will use to repair this thing. So this small wire, as you can see, it's dropped down here on my finger. You can see this small wire. I'm just going to put it on. As you can see, just I made a ring, and this is sort of spike I just created, and this will go on the broken trace, something like this. I'm just showing you, then we'll do it in front of camera like this. It will go and it will be settled over there, and I will scratch of course the PCB a little bit to solder it with this spike, and this spike will be soldered to the LED. So this is what is the repair for this. And here with my screwdriver, small screwdriver, I'm going to scratch the PCB so that it will be ready for soldering. Just I scrapped enough area of this trace to solder this LED with. This spike I will be able to solder it over there. Just closing the camera so that you will be able to see what's going on. So by this way I'm going to solder it. So now you can see I just created a soldering trace over here. This is not a bridge actually, this is a soldering trace on the PCB trace. So this is what is now perfect, and for sure I have to solder the other one also so that there will be no doubt. Like this, as you can see the close up, I just soldered it, and now if I will wiggle it, the LED is not wiggling, it's tight, there is no loose connection in, and of course it will work. So this was what was the repair for this particular remote control. I will pack the things and finalize the job. Thank you for watching. Keep on watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe, like,